Okay, students. Today's topic is international agencies. Agencies means working for some program, working for the development, for the enhancement. That are internationally also working or nationally also working. It may be working on the globally. It may be working for the one country also. So we'll go into three about the agencies. What are the agencies? Introductions of the agencies. The health agencies occupy an important role in the community health delivery system which are going to deliver some health related programs we are going to give the holistic development of particular populations. It has a history of human welfare and well-being that we have going to be done with the history of human welfare and well-being. We are going to be done the patients or the person's well-being of the health. The program of voluntary organizations which of the great and direct relevance to the healthcare administration include the which mainly focus on the directly or the voluntary basis, mainly focus on the direct relevance to the project of improve the nutrition for the food productions, for the housing, providing potable water, promoting the literacy, provide the education, instructions, and the malarial enhances community development related to improve environment, sanitation, child and women welfare. This is about the short introduction of the agency. Where agency are working on these fields, agency are working about the agriculture also. We're going to all the fields, agriculture, science fields, women's fields, nutrition's need, poor people's need, then the housing's need, water need, power need, literacy need, education's need, enhancements need, which technological needs. So all the agencies are working this about this enhancement totally of the global. Now first agency is the World Health Organization, which is very important, which is working throughout the world, which is a non-political specialized health agency which has its headquarters in Geneva. That is a main WHO agency which is not political, and also that voluntary basis which is working globally, and its headquarters is in Geneva. It was established on 7 April 1948. That's why we are celebrating the World Health Day on this 7 April. It's considered as a World Health Day because 7 April 1948 our WHO has been established. It's a part of the United Nations that we are going to all the nations are combined with the unity. All the nations are working with the unity. As it has its own constitutions, memberships, constitutes power and budget, it is a unique organization because it has its own membership, own boards, own constitutions, own structures, formations, own budgeting, creating criteria, and the unique organizations considered as a WHO, which is working as an internationalist. Now, first we are going to see about the objectives. The main objective of the WHO is to attain the highest standards for health by all individuals, where all the persons of all the health workers, all the populations of all the countries has get the attendance of the highest standards for the health, like holistic development of that particular individual. That covers the social development, that covers the physical, psychological, and the spiritual development. That is called as a holistic development particular one. The organizations regard the achievements of high standards of the health without differing on the basis of the caste, religions, politics, and social status, which we are going to provide the social status, which we are going to provide the religions, politics, and caste. We do not differentiate this, and we are going to deliver our care without the differentiations of these bases. The fundamental rights of each individual will be covered by the WHO. Like currently, the main objective of the WHO is health for all. This is the main objective for the health for all, for the health for all nations, for health for all, for particular one. Throughout the basic of the holistic care. Organization structures covers mainly three wings. It has mainly three wings, which organization structures has been done by the WHO. The first one is a World Health Assembly. It's the highest administrative wing, supreme body, and the Nyan's faculty parliament of the organizations, which is mainly work for the WHO. That covers the first one is a World Health Assembly. the supreme governing body of the WHO. The main function of WHO assemblies are the formulation of international health policies, which programs and the review of the previous year's activities, then the success which look for the current year, and the elect member of the executive board, which we are going to executive second spot, where we are going to elect some members for maintenance of the some records, maintenance of the budgets. We are going to review the previous year's activities under the WHO, and we are also going to formulate the international health policy and program, which is helpful for the all the communities, for helpful for the all the nations. The body is constituted from the representative of each country, and its minutes held once in year. This body is held in at the once in year World Health Assembly, which we are going to discuss all the above points while the time of the meeting. Now, second board is the executive board, which is considered expert for the field of health of member countries. From each the member, there are 31 members are selected. In that, 10 standards of the decision policies pass away, improve for the World Health Assembly. The 10 members are improved, elected by the World Health Assembly, that we have seen in previous slide, that elections of the members of executive board. In that, we are choosing the 31 members. From that 10 standards decisions policies passed, we are going to do, and this is the main functions of the executive board, to pass the decisions and policy which is approved by the first board. The body is capable of taking the independent decisions during the emergencies, epidemics, earthquakes, floods, and it makes it twice a week. In that, their executive boards are creating the twice a meeting in a year, that they are going to discuss about the independent decision during the emergencies, that epidemics solution related to epidemic, pandemic disease related to epidemic disease, endemic disease, sporadic disease, and also they are going to work for the earthquakes and floods, which is natural emergencies. Now, third one, secretariat board. This board under the Director General, who is the Chief Technical Advisor and Executive for the organization. This is held by the Director General. The duties of the Secretariat is to make the available technical management to the help to the member countries in the national and health development program, which is mainly doing the responsible for technical and managerial help to the members. The Director General has 5 deputies, and the Secretary General has there are the 5,000 persons. Under that secretary, there are 14 departments. There are 5 deputies. In that, 5,000 people are working, and then there are different type of 14 departments which they are going to cover, like survey department, communications and non-communications department, health education related department, health related department, environment related, budget related, and finance related department. There is about the etc. About the there are 14 departments which is held by the Secretariat Board. So this is about the first one. Again, such as the World Health Assembly. Second again is a Executive Board, and third one is a Secretariat Board. Now we will see about the regional organizations under WHO. Has 6 regional organizations mainly. They are located in the Southeast Asia, Africa, America, Europe, Western Pacific, Eastern Mediterranean, and the India. In India is a part of the Southeast Asia, which we are going to cover the SCAR, Southeast Asia. In that, India's headquarters of the WHO is in Delhi. This is a main headquarters which is cover the India's all the WHO activities, which is held in the New Delhi. The other member of these regions are Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Maldives, Nepal, Thailand, Bangladesh, Korea, and Bhutan. These all are countries covers the WHO services and working under the WHO agency, which is non-political. Now we are going to say about the WHO's full functions, which they are going to held in all the countries. The first one is directing and coordinating health programs throughout the world. They are going to provide the health programs to the all the world, all the countries, which is going to be directed and coordinated by the WHO. Prevention and control of communicable and other specific diseases also covered by the WHO, helping member countries in their health programs and development of health services. Health services like PSCCS and sub-centers, which is provides the primary care services, providing the more emphasis on development of the infrastructure of these health services. under the WHO functions. Helping program related to improvement in the standard of family health also covered by the WHO, which we are going to family health, like improvements in their populations, improvement in their diseases, that we are going to cover WHO, that they are going to give some rules and they are going to read some policies to improve their family health and standard of living. Promoting environmental health by sanitations also covered by the WHO. Collection of the data and health statistics, communication, publications of the informations by this health statistics data. It means cover as a birth rate, death rate, marital status, divorce status. Also cover as a health statistics, that also collection of the data done by the WHO. Communications and the publication of informations which we have held in the previous studies by the assembly, that also we are going to public by the in the newspapers, by the advertisement, by the poster makings, by the workshops, seminars. We can going to be publicate WHO's activity. Encourage research and help in the surrounding of the training of the institutions also covered by the WHO. Just we are going to research some topics, we are going to research some studies, some diseases that encouraged by the WHO by the funding. Another then, collection of publication of health literature and from coming the WHO, library update and providing community information services, which they are going to library updates. Library also they are going to give some health related literatures like magazine, newspapers, that improve their communities awareness and their knowledge against the WHO also in the health also. Now, activities of the WHO. Activities of the WHO in India, its Southeast Asia regions are follow malaria eradications, control of the tuberculosis and non-communicable and the communicable diseases, health and laboratory services. Also, they are going to provide manufacture of the vaccines is the main function of the WHO. Then health statistics records, public health administrations and institutions, reproductive and child health care, mainly for the reproductive age women and the child emergencies care. Then the dental health, medical rehabilitations after the some severities of the issues, and quality control of the drugs, which we are going to control some drugs productions we are going to ban if they are having the side effect of the drugs. What WHO is doing? WHO is providing the controllable of the drugs and help with the medication and nursing educations, also part of the WHO activities. Now we are going to see about the fund budget. How WHO gathering the budget for this doing these activities, which we have seen yesterday slides. Budget is member country with a fixed amount to WHO depending on its size and national wealth. Which like India having the more population, India having the more disease. So in that, India is providing some funds to the WHO for providing some activities, providing some functions which we have seen. So they have to be give this some fund to WHO. Each and every country, it's part of this WHO, they have to give some fund for the WHO. This amount is main financial basis of the organizations, which organizations decide to give the some fund and take the some fund by some countries. Memberships. Any country of the world can become a member of the World Health Organizations because WHO is responsible for all the countries for health for all. So any countries can take this membership of this WHO organizations, which is non-political and voluntary basis. Every country has to pay its budgetary distributions and contributions, can receive the services and help provided by the organizations. Any country can take the help by WHO. They have to maintain the budget, they have to give some amount of the budget as per their populations, as per their coverage area, as per their country size and national health. They have to provide some budgets to WHO, and WHO is giving the services to the health for all and for all the nations. Thank you everyone. So This is about the WHO's functions, about the WHO's organizational structures, and WHO's activities, which is India is also responsible for the WHO's agencies, that we are going to take on some activities which is held by the WHO. Thank you, everyone.